Within months, he was married and started modeling nude to pay the bills. Man, where in the hell is Billie Dee Williams nudes at? I'ma start searching the internet for that shit. Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Today's lookies would be our camellia wool flowers. They come in white, black, and pink. Won't you go on over there and check them out? I'm sure they will make any outfit look luxurious. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube, and for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes you, can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Now let's talk about Billie Dee Williams. So we have Billie Dee, which I just found out by looking at this unsung episode, that the D stand for December Williams. Him and his sister Loretta were both born April 6, 1937 in Harlem, New York, right across the street from Central Park. His father was Black and Native American. His mother was Caribbean. Now let me say this right before we go farther. You know how they say black don't crack? Well, Caribbean really don't crack, okay? Them Caribbeans like Sade. Sade is what, 92? And she look all a bit of, I ain't gonna give her 32, maybe 42. Beautiful. His mother was an aspiring opera singer. His mother gave him an appreciation for the arts. Remember how I told you that there ain't no woo, like a fire sign woo, ooh, and lead you straight up the mountaintop, okay? Sprinkle pixie dust on you, lay down rose petals, spray expensive perfume in the air just for you, child. And then when you get to the mountaintop, they're gonna kick you in the back off of it, okay? You gotta watch them niggas. Billie Dee said as a child, he always had romantic fantasies. The first person he fell in love with was his mother. Now, this was not creepy when he said it. When Richard Pryor said it, we're doing a Richard Pryor book, okay? What is it? Prior Convictions. I'm going to put it at the end of this video so you can watch the playlist after you watch this. After Richard Pryor, the way that he spoke of his mother was with lust. Like he said things like, my mom would wear a white dress at work, like her waitress uniform, and he thought that she was sexy. I don't know about that. Like, I know that my mother was beautiful. I know this. I also know that she had an amazing shape. Okay. Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama, for the hips. It was creepy the way Richard said it. He was like, yeah, I always thought my mom looked real sexy. Huh? But Billie Dee Williams was like, my mother was beautiful. And he was in love with the fact that she was inspiring to him. I dig it. He stated that he wanted to be just like Rudolph Valentino, the great lover boy. And so that's who he aspired to be, a Black Rudolph Valentino. At age 7, he started acting in local plays. As a teenager, he pursued a different type of creative outlet. He turned to painting. He was an artist, okay? I didn't know that about him, that he was really good with paintings. Of course, they showed his work on the Unsung episode, and I was very impressed. He then enrolled in Harlem's High School of Music and Art. Billie Dee considers himself an elegant guy who walks through life observing. Baby, how can you not fall in love with that? The things that make me fall in love, whether it can be a human being, a piece of art, music, a performance in some way or another, the theater, whatever it is. What I fall in love with is the entities of the universe that are able to move people, but do not physically put their hands on the crowd or the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like music moves you. The theater can move you. Reading a good book can move you to a different space, you know? And that's what me and Billie Dee have in common. We're just observers enjoying the specialties of life. I was gone. When he said that, I said, God damn it, that's what happened to me. That's why I told you, if I wanted to, I can fall in love with a fire engine. If I wanted to, I can fall in love with a tree. I can fall in love with a lamp. I can fall in love with this new jacket I bought from G-Star. Let me show you. I know you like, Nate, why do you got this jacket with all this grass on it? I don't know. I don't know, but it moved me so much that I had to buy it. In his teenage years, he's understanding how powerful he is with the ladies. And he is starting to understand how powerful his voice is. He said one time he was talking to this girl, and he was, speaking, Cicely to the lady. He said the woman had an O just off of his voice. I mean, I don't doubt it. I've had that situation happen to me before where it was, he was telling me what I wanted to hear. And in the morning, baby, I'm going to wake you up, take you to breakfast, and then we going to go to the mall. The mall. What store we going to go to in the mall, Daddy? We going to go to Saks. Then we going to go to Neighbors. Can we go to the Chanel section, baby? Can we go to the Chanel? Yes, I'm going to give you a spending limit of $30,000. $30,000! Now, at 22, he said he fell in love with a sparring model who had great boobs. I'm like, great boobs? I mean, they titties, but okay. At 22 years old, don't we all have great boobs? But I ain't a hater. Her name was Audrey Sellers, the model. Okay? Within months, he was married and started modeling nude to pay the bills. Man, where in the hell is Billie Dee Williams nudes at? That's what I want. That's what I want, the Billie Dee Williams nudes, okay? I'm going to start searching the internet for that shit. I wonder if he got an OnlyFans page. Billie Dee, if you're listening to this, man, you better get you an OnlyFans, okay? And put them pictures up there. You know how much money these hoes is getting off these OnlyFans pages? You better get on it, okay? If you need a manager, I got you, baby, because whoever managing you now, they don't know how to use your resources properly, to me. So around this time, he also started taking acting classes and appearing off Broadway. By 1960, he's on Broadway in a play called Taste of Honey. This was good news because Audrey is now pregnant with his son, Corey. Now, before he became a movie star, he was starring in New York theaters and some Canadian television dramas, okay? My bad, I didn't write down the name of the show. I sigh. He mentioned Marlon Brando. He patterned himself after his acting techniques. Now, let me take it back to the Richard Pryor, okay? Richard Pryor, got some entanglements with the Marlon Brando. Okay, when we read in the book in the beginning, Richard Pryor said he also patterned himself after Marlon Brando. Okay, I need to watch some movies with Marlon Brando because he must really be that ninja. Meanwhile, his marriage is falling apart. He thought that the woman was too tough on him, girl. I like the woman. I think what the problem was that when he came in the house late or smelling like another woman, or coming in the house doing whatever it was that he was doing that he shouldn't have had no business doing because, nigga, I'm here stuck in the house with the kid all day and you get to, do you? No. That's how us women can be. No, you're not about to trap me in the house with this baby. Nigga, we both going to be trapped in the house with this baby. What I think it was that when he came in the house thinking that he was going to be like, oh, my love, I'm so sorry I'm late, my love. Ooh. Yes, let me whisper sweet nothings in your ear and take you to the bedroom and make sweet, wonderful love to you. The girl wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. He thought that he was going to be able to woo her and get her back right. Answer no. Most times that happens with us women. You know, we be mad and then all of a sudden our mate will say something to us, then we be back in love. But this woman wasn't having it. He say she was too tough on him. I say that bullshit wasn't working on her. So, because Audrey wasn't going for the bullsnit, he left. Such a fire sign. So now, he over there in Europe dropping acid. What? Say what? Billie Dee Williams dropping acid in the Europe? I'm kind of disappointed in Billie Dee because I thought he was straight-laced. Okay? This is when he said that he got in contact or in touch with his feminine side. He made sure to say, not gay, but when he was dropping acid, he understood the softness that was inside of him. Now, that type of dude is dangerous, okay? Because it seems like every guy that I have ever been with had like this undertone of femininity. You know, it was like they was just so gentle in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like you laying down with a woman, but it had a pickle. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about like, you know, going to, you know, drawer and pull it out and put it on. I'm talking about like really attached to you. By the end of the 1960s, Billie Dee Williams is appearing in Mission Impossible and the Mod Squad and in love again with Marlene Clark. He married her, but she left his ass alone because she wanted a career. Okay, ooh, he be getting these bras that be timing up for his ass. After divorce, he pushed through and pushed himself right to an audition. Okay, now this is how I know she left his ass, because he was hyped. And you know, men, after divorce, they be terrible. Even if they had 7, they be terrible after divorce. It's bad as some of these men be treating us women. They be the one acting like they mad at us for leaving them. We left you because you wasn't shit. And you mad at us because we didn't stay with you while you was shit? After divorce, he pushed through and pushed himself right into an audition. In 1971, he landed a role in a television movie called Brian's Song, opposite of James Caan. So at age 35, he has made his mark on the television world. Okay, he and James Caan both were nominated for Emmys, neither won. Okay, and it was so funny how he spoke about the person that actually won. He said he basically was like this: I don't know, some guy over there, he got it for doing something. I don't know what he did. It don't really matter anyway. All I know is I didn't get it. Berry Gordy got his eye on Billie Dee Williams. Y'all telling me something new here. I didn't know this. Okay, after Brian's Song, Berry Gordy is looking at his ass, rubbing his hands together like Birdman. You know, I'm trying to make some movies over here, and I need some black love to happen. I'm gonna get that ninja Billie Dee. Billie Dee Williams, when he got there and they was like, okay, brother, go ahead, do your thing, audition. Billie Dee Williams took offense because he was like, audition to be next to Diana Ross? This bitch ain't never made a movie before. She ain't even never been in a camera before. Yeah, she can supreme. She can sing. She can stop in the name of love. But goddamn, I've been doing this for 20 years and you want me to audition for her? Is you crazy? He was insulted. So every step of the way, he was failing because he wasn't trying, because he thought it was some bullshit. Suzanne DePass said that the test was a disaster. He couldn't remember his lines and he forgot his glasses so that he could read the goddamn lines. I said, come on, Billie Dee. When we read the Diana Ross tell-all book, right, we learned that Billie Dee Williams carried that behavior into the actual recording or the taping or whatever. Berry Gordy would walk up to him and be like, okay, you consistently 10 minutes late. Billie Dee Williams was like, yeah, I mean, they just let me do my thing. Why don't you just let me do my thing? Berry Gordy checked him and said, when you make your own movie, then you can do your own thing. But as long as I'm paying for this movie, you do my thing. Ooh, I was like, yeah, Berry Gordy, get his ass, Berry Gordy wanted him because the chemistry between the two was amazing. I would agree. get this tea. You're welcome, okay? Also, when reading the Diana Ross book, Diana Ross was annoyed by Billie Dee Williams. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, y'all both Aries, y'all one and the same. Of course, I wasn't there when it was released, but I did see it on television later, because back in the day, you didn't need cable to see movies. They played that shiz like on Channel 5. Like back at home in DC, it would be Soul Train that came on at 5 o'clock, and me and my grandmother would watch movies all the way up until Soul Train, and Lady Sings the Blues would be like one of those movies, okay? Also, I watched a lot of movies. That's another reason why I have like so much knowledge of different people and what they did and things like that, right? Whatever my grandmother did, I was right there with her. The phenomenal part about Louis McKay, we all know, you gonna let my arm fall off? Never. I would never let your arm fall off, Louis McKay. Because how are you going to brace yourself when you crawl on top of me to do your business, Louis McKay? We need you to have both arms, because I need you to put that full work in on me, okay? With my wife. Ever since I seen that movie, I've been searching for my Louis McKay forever, okay? I didn't know that my Louis McKay was going to be inside of a vagina. I didn't know it. I think every little girl wanted Louis McKay to come in and sweep her away from whatever it was she had going on in life. At the premiere of Lady Sings the Blues, October 12th, 1972, it was a smash hit. Lady Sings the Blues was nominated for 5 Academy Awards. 5. Nigga. He said at this point, he couldn't walk down the street without women crying and fainting. Let me tell you something. I know, Billie Dee, that you old as fuck, okay? I know you weak and feeble, but that is not going to stop me from jumping on your back and grabbing your jerry curl. In 1975, Billie Dee and Diana Ross reunited for another Motown movie, Mahogany. That's when he was wearing that good snatchback. Ow! You know, we remember the snatchback. It's like you get the hot curlers, you be bald-headed. You know, it's mostly a bald-head chicken hairstyle, right? But you get the snatchback, and then you get the hot curler, and, you know, you curl it all going backwards. Then you would catch your comb, and you would comb it back. Hence, the snatchback, okay? Child, that snatchback was on fleek during the 70s. You gotta, like, forgive our men, because they was wearing curlers and everything back then, child. You say, what name men was wearing curlers? Yes. Yes. All them black men ain't having good hair, okay? That shit was a pressing curl. So this is what pisses me off about this episode of Unsung, okay? It actually always pisses me off when they do not mention Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars, okay? If you haven't seen it, please see it, okay? Remember, I told you all that very young I read the Josh Gibson book, okay? And reading the Josh Gibson book was a effect of me seeing Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars. It was about the Negro League, or the Negro Baseball League. It starred Ted Ross, the Lion from The Wiz, Richard Pryor, James Earl Jones, of course, Billie Dee Williams, Mabel King. It was damn near the cast of The Wiz in Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars, okay? And they just showed a picture of it. But I would love for him to speak about the movie, because it's a profound movie, okay? It was about how powerful these black people were with all this daggone money, okay? Because we were separate, right? And it's important for us as African Americans to understand that although our money is not mixed with white America, we were still getting it over there, okay? So I hate the fact that Bingo Long and the Traveling All-Stars is always glossed over. But he did an excellent job to me in it. And he was a, you know, old sexy mother hunchy in there, okay? Next, he marries a Japanese-American woman by the name of Teruko Nakagami. In 1973, they had a daughter by the name of Hanako. She is absolutely beautiful, okay? And I'm not just saying that because she's a melting pot of whatever, but he is her father. Just like Corey is an attractive boy, so was his daughter. Next, we moving on to one of the greatest space movies ever made, The Empire Strikes Back. Now we have George Lucas saying, come here, Billie Dee. By the time we got to Return of the Jedi, ninjas was mad. Why the hell it's got to be the black man to be the traitor? Why the hell it can't be the white boy over there? Why it's got to be the black man that, commits treason against Han Solo, okay? And them people are taking it serious. The daughter is like, I'm in school, and the kids is mad at me because my daddy threw Han Solo under the bus. Star Wars and Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back was such a huge trilogy that people are engulfed in it. These niggas really believe that, it's a Wookiee in the sky. Later in the 1980s, this man is on Dynasty, opposite Diane Carroll. Black, sexy, wealthy, groundbreaking. Because we don't have black men, powerful, virile. I got money, bitch. He still had his snatchback in his head. So now we got trouble on him, of course. Him and Keanu Kukula ain't getting along, okay? Because he feel like Keanu Kukula, what's her name? Karuchi? The wife, right? His daughter's mother. She like, you doing too much. You everywhere. He like, wait a minute, you trying to hold me down. Next minute you know he's separated and doing Colt 45 commercials. He had all of us drinking beer, not me, because I was a little girl. But I'm saying I know every woman wasn't reaching for, a bottle of Alizé. They reaching for a Colt 45 because Billie Dee Williams that made that Colt 45 can look so goddamn good that we willing to drink it. I never knew this about Billie Dee. Okay, this is where we find out that Billie Dee is trying to get out of the pigeonhole that Hollywood has on him in regards to him just playing the ladies' man. Okay, he wants more serious roles now, but it's hard for him to get out of that. He says that black producers wouldn't hire him because he wasn't black enough or tough enough. I can see that. So in 1996, he got arrested for battery against his girlfriend. I do not believe that he put his hands on a woman. Now, some of them ninjas, you'll be like, okay, that nigga did that. He did that. But the charges were eventually dropped. It did not erase the stigma of him being a man that has the propensity to put his hands on women. Okay, because once it's out there, it's out there, regardless if the charges are dropped or not. Around the time of taping this unsung episode, he has retreated from the Hollywood life. Filming for television and movies is secondary to his piece. Next, in 2000, he's gotten a role in a movie called The Visit. I need to watch this movie, guys. He is opposite Hill Harper, right? He is playing a father who goes to visit his son in jail. Profound. I have to see this because he is asking his son to take accountability for his actions. Because you know how some ninjas be that be in jail. It be everybody else's fault but theirs. So he separated from his wife, Taruko, not Keanu Kukula. That's not her name. Forgive me, Taruko. Okay? But he separated from her in the 90s. At the time of the episode of Unsung, they're back together. They mentioned Dancing with the Stars. Now, let me tell you this, okay? I was so shocked when I found out that he was on Dancing with the Stars, okay? I love Billie Dee. I love the persona of Billie Dee, but I can't lie. He kind of got like a whiny crybaby feeling about him. Well, you won't give me what I want. Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't, hunch him in my dreams. I wouldn't say that, but he does come off kind of like a crybaby, right? So let me tell you what happened with Dancing with the Stars, okay? He was doing Dancing with the Stars. I'm saying to myself, why the hell is that old ass man doing Dancing with the Stars? He is too damn old. Whoever his manager is, they need to be pop dummy chopped. Why would you get that old ass man on there? He ain't gonna be dancing with all these girls. He can't do it. He cannot do it physically. Sure enough, by the like third or fourth episode, he like, I quit. I cannot do this. My joints is hurting. You know, my aspirin cream is too strong. They complaining. I really think that he is very disappointed at the fact that he has worked so hard on his craft and has never received the Academy Award. He spoke about all the many acknowledgments and awards and the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but he had never gotten that one. You know, I would believe that it would be very, disappointing to live your whole life and to aim for something and to never achieve it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I want 100,000 subscribers. I just want to have that YouTube plaque on my wall, I just don't know why. I think that once I get it, I might even like retire from YouTube, and leave this stuff alone. But it was disappointing because I believe that he is an excellent actor, and very smooth. I must say so myself.
Look, hey, we the R.E. Bang, and now I got your attention. It's time to go through another defense. Go and rap the all-time pro. Now here we go. Come on. Yeah. It's outside, hop. Hey, and here we go again. Another damn turn. Hey, wait, there's only one go. There's only one more. It's over. Look, you ain't got the door. So what you gotta go for? Hey, man, hey, look, it's only one go. Don't do one more. And roll, and you ain't got the door. So what you gotta go for? Got a party on the balcony. Where we gotta go? On the balcony. It's on right now. Yeah.
Now, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Now remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. Have a good one. Peace.